All right. All right. Ahoy, pirate crew. Ahoy, ahoy. This is your host today of Raise Your Flag. I am Zines. Hello, hello, hello. And currently, right now, I am speaking through my VTuber PNG. His name is Eric Bew. I'm not going to go much into detail about him, but just know that he will be a temporarily placeholder until I commission an artist to do one my me of my artsona, who is morally I want to be more of the face of my content and stuff like that. But anyway, just know that this is a temporary placeholder model for now. But anyway, so for this episode, we're gonna be talking about season two of the One Piece live action. And before we talk about this, I want to show you guys the trailer. And also I just been made aware recently that Spotify does video podcast, and I found out how you can do it. So hopefully, when I upload this episode, for those who are listening to this on Spotify, you'll be able to watch this. Now, if you're unable to watch this for some reason, I know this for a fact that this could happen. If you go to I believe you go to your settings, and then go to I think what's it called, data saving and offline, and you scroll down to where it says audio podcast, like audio only, like streaming or whatever for video podcast. Make sure that's uh clicked off. Make sure that's clicked off. Okay, make sure it's clicked off. Of course, but if you are just someone that's just more listening to the podcast and more watching, then I recommend that you watch the One Piece season two trailer for the live action, because it's very good. Again, I've already seen it, but in case you guys haven't really seen it, I just want to rewatch it again. First gonna be rewatching, and then the next one is gonna be basically taking it piece by piece and kind of looking at looking at the finer stuff, see the improvements, and look at the characters. Kind of just me gushing over the characters, And so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk, and I'm gonna stop talking and let the trailer do the rest. Sorry.
Everything I've done, everywhere I go, is for the One Piece.
Okay, now, oh my god. Okay, now this. Okay, now this. I know I said I was gonna let the trailer rock. Okay, now I'm just gonna let it rock. I'm gonna stop. Sorry, I'm gonna stop talking. Let it rock. Sorry.
What is that?
And that's I believe that's the end of the trailer. After that, it's just a Netflix promotion for the Netflix thing. But man, oh man, I am, I am ecstatic for this season. I am pretty ecstatic. You can tell that there is a big difference between how season one versus season two. And to be fair, oops, I didn't mean to do that. And to be fair,
Everything.
whoops, yeah, season one. This happened post. I think post or not post. Yeah, it was during COVID, because they started production in when did they started production? I think in 2022 Was it 23? Because they started, you know, because it came out last year. I think did season one come out last year? Hold on, let me check. Let me actually fact check this real quick because I'm pretty sure season one, my, like of the live action, came out last year. No, 2 years ago. Sorry, 2023. Okay, yeah, so was it? Yeah, 2023. Season two came out. Season one came out in 2023, and they've been in post production. They've been in production for about 2 or 3 years, I think. Because I remember we got the news about One Piece live action happened in pretty early. Pretty early, I think. Pretty sure it was pretty early. But yeah, and so yeah, season one was during COVID, so of course there was like some kind of constraint, like a lot of constraints and like issues when it came to like the environment and stuff like that. It felt very kind of small. Like certain areas felt very small in a lot of the scenes. But overall, the season was still was still good. Now this one, you can just like tell like not only like how much bigger it is, but like just more how beautiful everything really looks. This is I believe this is Cactus. I think this Cactus Village. Yeah, this is Cactus Village. Like, is this? I'm trying to remember. I think this is. I'm pretty sure. No, this isn't cat. No, it is. Wait. No, wait. It is. No, wait. See, this is an issue with what's it called with being. This is one of the downsides to being a One Piece fan. You sometimes kind of forget, uh, like the arcs. There's like there's so many to remember, but I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, wait, no, I'm stupid. No, wait. I'm stupid. Sorry. This is Logtown. Sorry. So basically, what they're doing is because they've done it before, in the first season where they wrapped up when they did Romance Dawn, Orange Arc, or Orange Line, no Orange Line, Orange Town, Syrup Village, and the Baratier and All Along Park, all in one season in 8 episodes or so, 8 or 9 episodes. And now they're doing the same with season two. Season two will have Logtown, Alabasta, Reverse Mountain, where because we saw Labu, what's it called, Labu. We saw Labu, and obviously we're gonna be doing like the whole Little Garden and Whiskey Peaks arcs, and I'm assuming it's gonna go up to Drum Island. I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's gonna stop. Is either gonna stop at Drum Island, like the last episode will be Drum Island, or the last episode will be the conclusion of the what's it called of the Alabasta arc, which is we get to see Crocodile. Luffy fights Crocodile, and what's it called? Robin joins the crew and stuff like that. So I'm assuming that's how it's gonna be. But anyway, so yeah, this I'm assuming what's it called? Could this is in Alabasta? It's I don't think it is. It's so big. It's so huge. This might be Logtown. Yeah, this is definitely Log. Oh my, look at the whole wait, there's somebody where else. Well, actually, is that a straw hat? No, that's not. That's a. It looks similar, very dangerously similar to uh like a Timu straw hat. It's like man, it's like look at everything around. It looks so huge. And I love the outfits. Their outfits, oh my god. Everyone's outfits is just so good. So good. So good. Oh my god. I love everyone's outfits so much. And then right here, yep, here it is. Look how look how big everything looks. Look, it looks so huge. It looks like if you compare this, like if you compare like these like images to how season one looks, you can see how like vastly different everything is. Like, everything's huge.
Is for
Now this part, This part you can obviously tell this is CGI. Like obviously this is like everything was like they showed like everything was shows like still like work in progress. I'm pretty sure they're still working on season two. I think they are. I don't know if they finished recording. I'm pretty sure they haven't finished recording. I was saying pretty good because it says it's coming out next year. So obviously, yeah, they haven't finished recording. Duh. But yeah, this it looks a little bit. I mean, obviously gonna polish it up, but that was something like when I first watched, I kind of was like, ooh, ugh. But I'm pretty sure
For the One
they'll
Piece.
definitely polish it up.
What is that?
When I when I saw this man Broggy show up on the screen, I almost screamed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I almost I almost screamed. I was so excited. I'm still am. I am so excited for this season. Okay, I am so excited for this season. I just I'm so excited. Like when I saw this man Broggy, I was like, "Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This right here, this is that good shit right here. We are in for a treat. I'll tell you what, we are in for a treat. It's something that I found interesting about something interesting I found about Broggy. The actor that plays him, Brendan Murray, he's a singer. He's a singer, which I thought that was pretty kind of I don't know. To me, it's like it's not. And I bring this up because it was just like an interesting fact. I was like, I don't know. It's something to like kind of. It's not something to like be as a positive or as a negative, but I just thought that was pretty interesting. So he's just he looks so big and he looks so goofy in a good way, and I love it. And that's one of the things that you see. That's one of the things that when it comes to like making an animated series live action is that especially something that's One Piece, you can't really make it too like serious and like too realistic despite it like being obviously a live action, but you also can't make it like too cartoonishly enough where like it stands like too out of place. But the way how Broggy looks, he looks completely in place. Looks like fine. This is what I would imagine he would honestly look like if Broggy was real. And I cannot wait to see Dory. They haven't shown Dory, but I can't wait to see who the Dory is. Oh, Robin. Oh, Miss Wednesday. Miss Wednesday. Oh my. Oh, it's all over the floor. It's all over the floor. I need my water. Hold on. Oh, it's all over the floor. Oh, it's all over the floor. Oh, it's all over the floor. It's all over the floor. Sorry, she just looks she looks gorgeous. She looks gorgeous. I love her so much. Oh my god. If there's one thing that I will always give credit to the crew for the One Piece live action. If there's one thing I would give credit to the crew at OPLA is their casting. Just oh my god. Speaking of casting, oh my god, wait, hold on. We need to go back. I need to go back. The Smoker Mobile, him smoking with the two cigars in his mouth. Oh my god. It's like again, this is like something that it looks goofy, but it looks badass at the same time. I can't really explain it. And again, that's one of the greatest things about One Piece, And this is one of the things about One Piece, when it comes to when it comes to being a live action, that I feel like this is one of the few series that it translates well in terms of being a like from going from animated to like live action. These little things, these like details, these are one of the things to me that translate very well into live action. Where something like in the animated series, in the animated version, you see Smoker, he has his two cigars. It's like, oh my god, he looks so fucking badass shit. Oh my god, he looks so fucking cool. And then you see the live action one, and it's like, he looks goofy, but so badass at the same time with it. And it's just again, I just like, oh my god, I know I sound like a big glazer, but I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep like, listen, this trailer is hot. I'm feeding off of this trailer. I will glaze it till the end of this earth. And don't worry, you can bet that when the season does drop, I will do my reactions to it. I will bring them onto the podcast and do my reaction to it. Will I do it? Like, I probably won't do it all in one podcast. I will definitely have to do an episode by basis, because I want to be able. I want to like first watch it, watch it to enjoy, and then rewatch it a couple of times, once or twice, and just try to just get my brain, be able to pick the little nuggets from each episode and give a better and more full out review on it. So you can bet that we're gonna be doing that. Yep. Oh. Oh, hold on. I need to go back. Oh wait, no. I need to go back. Miss All Sunday, aka Princess Vivi. I'm not gonna linger too much on, like, I'm not gonna linger on too much, because just, oh yeah. Sorry, I lost my composure. Okay, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Okay, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm locked in. Now, I haven't looked at many of the comments after the whole like after this trailer. I didn't really look at. I mean, I've been on social media. I haven't seen much about it, but I know it's definitely a lot of people that are there and complaining about this kind of thing and shit. Actually, no, I did see one. I did see one. I don't know if I'm gonna dig it back up and show it, but actually, you know what? I probably will. I actually will. Hold on. Let me pull it up real quick. Give me a moment. Okay, after heavily trying to search it, and by heavily I mean I just gave up after like 20 seconds. I could not find the post that somebody made, but basically, I wish I could find it. I wish I could find it, because I don't think I'll be able to perfectly paraphrase it. Well, but I'll do my best. But basically, someone complained about the casting of Vivi, on how I think basically how like Netflix tricked them, or like tricked them like into like thinking that Vivi was black, because I don't know. I guess I don't know. 'Cause I guess it was weird. I don't know how to fully. I wish I could fully. But he basically blamed Netflix for, I guess, catfishing, or like lie, or like what's a like lying, or it's just something about Netflix, saying how Netflix tricked that person into thinking Vivi was black, and everybody in the comments were saying no. What's off one? The actress that plays her, which is I'm not even gonna say her name, because I'm gonna butcher it. But the actress that played her, she's not black. She's Indian. Okay, she's not black. She's Indian and shit like that. And people were telling her, "Hey, hey, you idiot! This actress is not black. She's Indian, stuff like that." Blah blah blah. And his response was saying like, basically saying like, "I know, but the way how Netflix tricked me," or stuff like blah blah blah. And I was like, and I'm just reading. I'm like, Netflix didn't really trick you. You just really just exposed yourself, because it's like, like do you get outside much? Probably not. But then again, you probably don't really interact with that many people in your life for you to kind of have this very weird reaction. Because what do you mean Netflix tricked you into thinking that Vivi was black? Netflix tricked you. You. Netflix tricked you. It tricked you. Not you tricked yourself. Not you came to the solution. Netflix tricked you. It's like I don't know. it was just very very weird. Now, and also seen some other people kind of bring up. I've seen very rare people. Now this was one of the very rare um what's it called? Why am I Okay, yeah. Now there's something that some people brought up. Now I was like, you know what? That's pretty valid. That is definitely pretty valid, and it's not very too upsetting. I very much would have preferred if they would have gotten like an Arabian actress to play Vivi, because for those who don't know, Vivi is a character based on what's it called? On why am I yeah, who's wait, actually wait, no wait. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, she is. She's like basically I think yeah, Vivi, I'm pretty sure Vivi is a character. She's based on like I think he's either Arabian or Egyptian or ancient Egyptian. Uh yeah, I'm pretty sure actually yeah. Actually yeah, cuz Alabasta was modeled after ancient Egypt. Yeah, because I remember. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so now that side of the complaints, I can understand being upset about it. I think that's really valid, but I don't think this is some. I don't know. Like I understand the complaints. Don't worry. Again, I understand the complaints. I feel you. I understand, but I think regardless, this was a really good cat. This was a really good cast pick, at least visually so far. We'll have to see how she is in the show. So I would appreciate if people can hold back their opinions of this actress, like her being cast to play this character before the show comes out, because I feel like we should give her a chance to give her a chance to see what she can do. But she looks fucking great. Ugh. Oh wait, I'm curious. Who? Okay, I feel like this is a. Oh wait, no, that's Alvida. Never mind. Yeah, that's Alvida. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's Alvida. Yeah. Yeah. So for those who don't remember, what's it called? Who don't remember, or probably forgot, probably don't remember, but well, not really don't remember or forgot, because it became a permanent look now. But um, for those who's not really too aware of the One Piece lore and stuff like that. Again, if you only if you only words. If you have only ever watched the live action for for One Piece, and you don't want to get spoiled for this, then I recommend just skipping this out for the next minute or two. I will keep it brief, so that's your first and warning. But yeah, that's Alvida. That is Alvida. That is Alvida. So for those again, if you didn't skip the minute or so, to avoid the spoiler, basically, after Luffy punched Alvida off of a ship, she she flew away, and she gained the slip devil fruit, and I guess it just it slipped like all of the fat away from her or something like that. I don't know. Funny One Piece shenanigans, but remove regardless. But yeah, that's it. A brand new adventure awaits. Now this part, now the Gatlin, I don't know. Now for the Gatlin part, I wasn't really feel. Let me hold on. Let me pause this. I wasn't really kind of feeling the Gatlin for this one. I don't know. It's weird for me. It's weird. It's I don't know how to describe it. I don't hate it, but I also don't like it. I can't really describe as to why I feel this way. There's like something about it. You know, there's like this. There's like something about this. And then of course we got Labu. We got Laboon, the big ass fucking Will Laboon, and oh man, and they haven't shown Chopper in this trailer because we've already seen what Chopper looks like. We've seen what he looks like. They haven't really shown Chopper at all during any of like of this like trailer, like whatever whatsoever. But then again, this is like a first look trailer, so it's probably not the big official trailer. Because if I remember correctly, actually, was yeah Chopper, yeah Chopper was Chop no was Chopper no did we see Chopper in Alabasta? No, we didn't see Chopper. No, we didn't. No, no. Actually, know what? No, we did see him. We saw him in Drum Island. Yeah, we saw him in Drum. Okay, never mind. See, it's been a while since I've like rewatched like pre-time skip One Piece. Honestly, I would probably have to like go back and refresh my memory for some parts. But I remember, yeah. So we meet Chopper. First is like Drum Island, not like the first, but what's it called? It's like what Log Town. What's it? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it's Log Town because most of the stuff that they've shown is like at least the first couple of like the shot like around here, like this is like yeah this is Log Town, like this is no doubt for a fact this is Log Town. Like this is like no yeah this is Log Town. This is where Roger got publicly executed. So yeah, it started from Log Town, and then we get Reverse Mountain, which is when Laboon swallows the ship, and we meet Crocus, who's the doctor of the Roger Pirates crew. Then we get Whiskey Peak. Then we get what's it called? Yeah, then we get Whiskey Peak. And then we get Little Garden, which is this. That's when we get get introduced to I believe Vivi. I think Vivi, because Vivi sorry. Vivi we see no, because Vivi, she's with Miss Wednesday. And I think is Robin Miss all Sunday? I forget their code names. But basically Vivi is working undercover for Baroque Works, and she goes by Miss Wednesday, I believe. That's when we first see her. The first time we see her, which is they showed in the trailer. Okay. Then we get introduced to Robin, who is she is all Miss All Sunday. Okay. And then that's when we get the little garden. Like we get to Little Garden. Okay. And this is where we get to Little Garden. I think that's Little Garden. That's where we meet Dory and Broggy. Then after that, we get to Drum Island. And then like Alabasta. And then I think the Sky Island arc? Or does that season? I'm pretty sure everything's wrapped up in Alabasta. And then we get Sky Island, I think. Because and they also showed it right here too. Hold on, where is it? Oh yeah. And season 3. And they said set season 3, set sail soon. So that means but the fact that they're saying that means they're close to finish wrapping up season 2, and they're about to wrap up, and they're like either about to get started or just somewhat just starting on season 3. And assuming that's how it and since there's a season 3, then that means for this arc, we're gonna get Logtown, Alabasta, Reverse Mountain, Little Garden, Whiskey Peaks, Drum Island, all that stuff. And that means the next season, season 3, is gonna be the Sky Island arc. That means we're gonna get Skypiea, Jaya. Um, that's really about it, you know. Cause and they like and they like to like expand like this, like they like to do each episode. It's kind of like each episode is like an arc or arc and a half, you know, and an arc and a half with each episode. So I'm curious on how they're gonna do season 3, because Sky Island was relatively like a short arc, I think, because I think what Sky Island was like, I think only 80, 70, maybe 80 chapters long. And yeah, so I'm curious on how they're gonna like how they're gonna do this one. I'm very curious on how they're gonna do it. Maybe it's like this. Maybe this is where they're gonna do like 2 arcs. Maybe where they do this whole Sky Island, they do Giant, they do Skypiea, and then we'll get like the what's it called? The long land fight, which I know is probably maybe it could happen. Who knows? I would love to happen. Kill to fucking see Foxy on the live action. For those who don't know, I'm a big Foxy pie. I fucking love Foxy. I love him so much. And if that means we get to see him in the fucking in next season, in season 3, I am here. Actually, no, because if I remember correct, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I'm looking this up. Look at the TV screen. Hold on, because I'm pretty sure. There was a Foxy poster. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was. Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure it was because yeah, there was a Foxy poster. Yeah, there was a Foxy poster. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's Bellamy. But yeah, Foxy. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. And look at that too. Look at that fucking nod. Look at that schnauzer. Look at that fucking nose. I can't zoom in anymore. I can't. It won't let me fucking zoom in. But look at the schnauzer on that thing. Look at the schnauzer on that thing. I'm here for it. If that means Foxy is coming to season 3, I'm here for it. But sorry, I got spit everywhere. And so yeah. So for season 2, well, let's say so again for season 3, we would have, assuming that they're not only just do those two, just the Sky Island arc, because again it's very short. We would get Jaya, Skypiea, Water 7. Water 7 is a big arc as well, but we'll then like midway through episodes we'll transition to the Water 7 arc, which is the Davy back fight with Foxy, and then we'll get Water 7, which that means we'll get introduced to Frankie, and then we'll get the Enos Lobby arc, and they could end. See, this could go one or two. Now this is the arc. I'm kind of worried about the most. Well, this is the season I'm kind of worried about the most, because they kind of relatively like. Again, for the first, like, at least so far from it looks like, from the first 2 seasons, yeah, there's, like, a good amount of arcs of them, so it's easy to able to, like, make each episode, like, focusing on that arc and so on and so on. It transitions pretty well, for the most part. That's what the thing looks like, for, like, the kind of roadmap it is for each season. Season 3, that's what I'm kind of worried about the most, because Water 7 is a pretty long arc. It's a pretty long arc. So I'm curious, are they going to it's either one or two things. They're either going to, like, expand, they're either going to expand the Sky Island arc, like, make the whole, like, make Jaya and, like, Skypiea, like, make the whole season those two, just make those two seasons the entire, like, season of the show. If that's one way they're going to do it, I would honestly kind of prefer that, because, like, I don't know why people have so much animosity or beef against like the Sky Island arc. People always say that like, oh, it's the worst arc. Oh, it's like in terms of like all the arcs in pre-time skip One Piece, or just I guess in One Piece in general. Oh, this is the worst arc. This is a bad arc. This is the worst arc. This is a bad arc. I don't see the hate for it. I honestly don't. I think Sky Island is one of like the best like arcs there is, like pre-time skip wise. You know, I think it was one of the best arcs because not only not only do we get introduced to like till we get introduced to Eneru, which I believe that's our first. Actually, no, wait, no, not our first. So I'm gonna say our first Logia Devil Fruit, but I forgot Smoker. I forgot Smoker for a second. But this is what like what's it called? Like we get introduced to a very ominous, very threatening character like what's it called, Eneru or Enel, whichever name you want to call him, and I'm we only get introduced to him, but we also get introduced to Blackbeard and his crew. Okay, we get to mention what's it called, Blackbeard. Well, no, we don't get to mention. We get to actually see Blackbeard because during that arc with Bellamy and stuff like that. Well, first with Bellamy, like comes up and like what's it kind of roughs up everything, and Luffy tells him, oh, he's gonna be king of the pirates, and Bellamy and his crew just beat the shit. What's it was about to like no, they was about to like start like getting ready to beat the shit out of Luffy and them. Zoro was about to get ready to fight, and Luffy was like, nah, don't fight, because they were essentially like laughing at. Actually, no, wait, sorry, no, they weren't laughing at his dreams of being king of the pirates. Actually, they were laughing at that, but they was also laughing um what's at I think what at Cricket, yeah, but like what's up well, Blanc Cricket, because he had a dream about going to Sky Island and stuff like that, and Sky Island, he wanted to like go to Sky Island. He would spread word about, hey, there is an island with the sky, stuff like that, because he saw like a ship just like fell down like from the sky. There is a Sky Island, blah blah blah, and you know the townsfolk didn't believe him, and Luffy took that to heart because he's like, hey, you're laughing at this man's dreams. What the fuck? And yeah, so yeah, Bellamy and his crew was about to go beat up Luffy and Zoro, but Zoro was about to get to fight, and Luffy's like, nah, don't fight him, it ain't worth it. And then we get the introduction to Blackbeard and the whole dreams never die speech and shit like that. And it's like, oh man, I just can't wait. Because not only do we get introduced to Blackbeard, but we also get to get introduced to, I believe, a good, not a good amount, but somewhat of a decent amount of the other um well, Blackbeard wasn't a warlord yet. Well, what's it called, a war, yeah, he wasn't a warlord yet around that time, but we get introduced to the warlords, at least some of them, because there's Kuma, Blackbeard, no, sorry, there was Kuma, Whitebeard, and Doflamingo. And what else? Oh yeah, the we also get introduced into the five elders too. Okay, and then what else? What else? Something. Oh yeah, hockey gets hinted at again. Of course, I'm pretty sure in the actually in the first season, I'm pretty sure they kind of hinted at hockey. I don't know if they did. I think they might have. I would have to like rewatch to see, cause I'm pretty sure they did. Like they definitely hinted like at hockey being a thing in the live action. So at least in the manga and stuff like that, like hockey was introduced or more hinted at the first time in Skypiea. And not only do we get that, but we also get more. We also get more information about the whole like war between like the whole like basically like the whole war that was going on between like the natives who inhabited like a part of Sky Island, and then the other half was called like another half was just the Sky People. And then we learn about, oh, what's his name? Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. Noel? Noah? No, not Noah. Was it Noah? Yeah, Noel. I think it's Noel. Was it Noel or was it Noah? Hold on. I need to look up his name because it's gonna kill me. Noland! Oh my god. Yes, Noland. Oh, okay, yeah, Noland. Yeah, I remember now. Yes, because yeah, near Nolan, because we get introduced, because that's when we get introduced to Nolan and stuff like that, and he talks about his experience with with Sky P and stuff like that, and with the natives and their whole lifestyle, and then that's when we also get introduced to the sun god Nika. So there's like a lot of cool stuff and very cool and lore like heavy stuff that gets introduced to the Sky Island arc, and I don't understand why people hated it so much. I don't know why people hate it so much. If you're someone that in the comments that hates the Skypiea arc, let me know in the comment section below and tell me why, because I'm curious. I'm curious as to know why do you hate this arc. 'Cause I'm just curious. I want to like have a better understanding of like why people hate the Skypiea arc so much. Again, I think it was a pretty solid arc. I think it was a pretty decent arc. And yeah, so again, I'm curious on how they're gonna do season three. Because if they're gonna like split, if they're gonna like, because honestly, I can imagine like let's say like the first, if it continues, let's say season three is like not like let's say it's like 9 to 10 episodes or so like that. The first four, maybe even five. I don't know, maybe like first three, because I mean each episode is like an hour and so long. So it's like you can make the first three like episodes, like first 3 or 4 episodes be Jaya and Skypiea, and then midway through, then that's when we kind of conversed. Have like Sky Island arc end with obviously with what's it called? With Luffy ringing the bell and stuff like that, and then midway through, then we go into the Water 7 arc, and then we get the Foxy Pirate. Honestly, the whole Foxy Pirates thing, like the whole Davy back fight, that honestly doesn't really. I would love it to be an episode, but I can definitely see it like probably not even being an episode long, maybe even half an episode. Who knows? They could definitely probably expand it and make it an episode long, but I could definitely see it being like 1/3 or maybe like really just half of an episode done. I hope we get, oh my god, Afro Luffy. I was like, we get Afro Luffy. Oh my god, the power of the Afro. Oh my god, I can't wait. Man. So yeah, and then we'll get Water 7, which we will get the introduction to Frankie, and then with introduction to Frankie, the whole Luffy, Luffy, not Luffy, Luffy and Usopp having their differences between uh the what's it called about to go and marry, whether we can still salvage it and save it or just scrap it altogether because the go and marry was too damaged to prepare. They both have their fight about it. Usopp leaves, and Nico and Robin leaves. Well, quote unquote leaves, and like quote unquote leaves after Cypher Pole comes up and say like, "Hey, Robin, yeah, we're actually really psyched. We're not like these guys here. Yeah, we're not just regular shipwrights. Nah, we're undercover agents. We're Cypher Pole. You're coming with us." And not Robin agrees to go with them because she doesn't want anyone else to die because of her. And then I can see, and then the last couple of episodes will be like on Enos Lobby. Now, I don't think they'll be able to wrap Enos Lobby up in like season three. Who knows? It depends on how they cover how they cover the Sky Island arc. But I don't think they're gonna cut. I don't think they're gonna cut it. At least I don't know. I don't want them to speed run to Enos Lobby. If anything, if it's even possible, if anything, I want Enos Lobby to be season 4 in my personal opinion. I want Enos Lobby to be season 4. I don't want it to be the whole season, but I want it to be a good chunk of the season, if possible. I would love it to be a good chunk of the season. And then we end off the episode with what's it called? We end off the last episode with the introduction to to Thriller Bark, and then Thriller Bark that can be cuz what trying to think. Because if they do make, I mean, let's say they do make Enos Lobby season 4, because Thriller Bark is is also a very short arc. So now I was like, how could they do this? Honestly, they could wrap up. They could wrap up Enos Lobby Maybe not for the whole season, but if they do majority of the season, like season four, Enos Lobby is season four. Most of the episode is like on like focusing on Enos Lobby, and then the last episode, like the last maybe 3 or 4 episodes, depending if they how they wrap it up, they can make it like they can make it Thriller Bark. Maybe they can possibly make it Thriller Bark, or they do what's it called? They like to make some of the last couple of episodes Thriller Bark, and then the last episode, like yeah, the last episode is Thriller Bark, and then we get to the, and then they kind of they tease that the Great Summit War arc. You know, that could be one way to do it. I don't know. There's so many ways they can do this, but there's also so many ways that they can kind of like mess up, and I'm very much afraid to do. You know, because again, like, because Sky Island for some reason is a controversial arc for some people. Again, I really love that arc, so it's really gonna be very interesting how they're gonna handle this, how they're gonna handle this arc. But anyway, I just looked at the time. I've been doing this for 45 minutes. Yeah, it was supposed to be a 30-minute episode, but I just kind of got on on a rampage, not a rampage, but kind of a little bit of a tangent. And so yeah, I'm gonna end the podcast off on here. I'm gonna end this episode on here. Let me know what do you think of this podcast. Let me know in the comment section below. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello YouTube, hello. If you're listening to this on Spotify, thank you. I appreciate you have spent the time to either watch or listen, because you know you can listen to this podcast, you know, while you're just doing stuff in the background, you know. I'm just saying, you don't have to like watch. You can just listen to it. And just listen to the sweet sound of my voice. Anyway, I'm gonna end off here. I will. I don't know when the next episode is gonna drop. I don't know. I don't know if Spotify does like notifications for podcast shows and stuff like that. I don't know if they do. So if there's a notification thing, then click on the notification, I guess, so you don't miss another episode when we do go live. Uh and as for the YouTube side of things, subscribe to the YouTube channel, click that notification bell on so you don't miss another episode. And I don't know when I'm gonna do another episode, because again, I want to do these things once or twice a month. I don't know if I'm gonna do another one this month, because I technically did a first one, but it's like an introduction podcast, like episode, like an introduction, like introducing to what the podcast is about, get to a little bit know about me and stuff like that, you know. So maybe I will do another one this month. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it. This is gonna be a captain signing off. Yarg.